One of the biggest concerns I see with people who conceal carry is not knowing when to pull their Buster Cannon. This includes a knowledge of both the local laws and the ability to summon the nerve to follow through with sending lead comets through cosmetics.
I didn't think you had it in you.
Harvard, of all places, did a study where they found majority of all self-defense situations involving pulling your people penetrator were actually used as an intimidation tactic. In shorter words, more people pulled it, hoping not to use it. Now, don't get me wrong, not having to send somebody into yesterlife is probably preferred, but what about the alternative? What if the motivation of the offender is greater than your ability to bluff?
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
Chances are, you are not a contender in the World Series of Poker. So, I wouldn't press your luck. If you feel threatened enough to point your barrel banger at a mischief maker, you should probably make sure that you have the tenacity to pull the pew lever. Honestly, otherwise, you run the risk of Father Mayhem turning your own powder burner against you. Here's the thing. Contrary to popular belief, it's completely unnatural for one person to unalive another human being. Outside of psychopaths. It is not in our nature, and it has to be conditioned through desensitization training. This means going to the range. Practice on realistic silhouette targets, which, fun fact, did you know that every war fought up to World War II used bullseye targets for practice? Many soldiers only shot their load in the bedroom and not on the battlefield. This was actually proven when commanders found muskets on the ground with multiple loads loaded in it, but naturally their household was filled with growing gremlins. Okay, so if you can't afford to put in the range time, what do? Buy a paper silhouette target, dry fire a few times a week. Just remember your safety rules, okay? You do not want to have a desk pop in your closet and create a new peephole for the neighbor's house. Okay, so what about the laws? Well, the laws are easy, but you have to understand them so that you know when you're allowed to quick draw on McGraw.
I'm your huckleberry.
For example, New York. I hate New York. Sorry. You do not have a stand your ground law outside of your own house. If you are involved in an incident, you have to retreat if you can. If you don't know the laws in your state, check out USCCA's website, click on your state, brings them right up. If you still haven't figured out what I'm putting down, I'm telling you that before you go planting freedom seeds in the bad guy's fleshy greenhouse, you need to make sure that you're justified. And you should also probably come to terms with God and letting him know that you're about to send him a visitor. If you can't seem to get over that fact, you should probably stick with non-lethal options like pepper gel. If you need some, I made it super easy for you to find.